Do you remember those days where you would go get a magazine for your console of choice and it would come with a demo disc? It was one of my favourite things when I was younger. Every week, I would go into my local shop and grab the latest issue of PlayStation Magazine, run home, take this disc out to find out what new exciting game I could play a single level of again and again and again. This is something I feel I'm missing in my life. I decided that I would go onto the Steam demo page and find a bunch of, well, demos. So, here we are, with the first one that grabbed my attention, Town to City. Hi there, sorry to interrupt. A little peek behind the curtain. I've been working on this video for quite a few weeks now, and I got so engrossed in finishing it that I completely missed the fact that the game entered early access 3 whole days before I finalized everything. So, going forward in this review, I may talk about when the game releases. That's just because when I wrote, recorded and animated, it was just a demo. So instead of rewriting, re-recording and reanimating, I didn't want to delay this any further. So, without further ado, I hope you enjoy my already outdated review. Town to City immediately draws you into a warm, welcoming world that really sets it apart from many other city building games. From the moment you start, you're greeted with a cozy vibe, beautiful music, a soft, warm colour palette, and a design that just radiates comfort and charm. It feels less like a high-pressure simulation and more like a relaxing, creative escape, perfect for if you're wanting to unwind while building an idyllic town. One of the best things about this game is its overall mood. It's super cozy, encouraging gentle experimentation without the stress of micromanagement. The music really complements this laid-back feeling, with calming tunes that make each play session feel like a peaceful retreat. The visual style, with its warm colours, only adds to that sense of comfort, making the game not just fun to play, but also a pleasure to look at. The gameplay is refreshingly straightforward and easy to get into. It's designed so both newcomers and seasoned city builders can enjoy a relaxing experience. The main goal revolves around keeping each resident happy, which adds a touch of gentle strategy without the pressure of complex resource management or high-stakes decisions. One standout feature that I love is the flexible building system. You can go for a free-form approach or stick to a more structured layout, which gives a lot of freedom to place buildings however you like. Whether you want a nice sprawling, organic town or a neat, orderly city, the game really lets your creativity shine. There is a slight resource system with having to spend money on the different buildings, but at least in the demo, this resource is easy to come by and is a passive income that increases the happier that your people are. The movement of the game is smooth and intuitive. The camera controls are very responsive, letting you easily pan, zoom, and find the perfect viewing angle, with the ability to get incredibly close to the buildings in order to place little decorations. This makes building and designing feel natural and incredibly fun. There are no frustrating hiccups and no clipping inside of buildings. The UI is nice and easy to use with a classic tab format with the different building types that can be used and placed down. This game takes me back to the days where I played Black and White and Black and White 2, with this feeling of complete control of where I want to place things And to me, those games are always my go-to if I just want to relax and create a town or city. This game also touches on city management games like SimCity and City Skylines, but has a much more relaxed and approachable tone that reminds me more of games like Tinyglade and Townscaper, especially with its simple yet satisfying building mechanic. Of course, no game is perfect. There are a few minor issues I have had. Sometimes there is a little bit of lag that comes around when you try to assign a resident to a job, and occasionally menus flicker when moving residents or checking the happiness. Some shortcuts don't always work every single time, but these are small bugs, and I am sure they'll be ironed out when the full game is released, but for now, they do slightly take away from an otherwise polished experience. For the full release, I would love to see these bugs fixed for a smoother experience. It would also be fantastic to see more scenery options, more diverse landscapes, and unique environments to really boost this visual variety and creative potential. Overall, Counter City is incredibly charming and a wonderful addition to the city building genre, especially if you're after a cozy, low-stress experience. It has simple mechanics, beautiful aesthetics, and flexible building options that make it accessible and relaxing. With some minor tweaks and more scenic variety, it has the potential to become a favourite for players who love crafting peaceful towns, and I cannot wait for this game to release. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this first video. I do plan to do a lot more, and I've already got a couple other games I'm really looking forward to checking out. Until next time, ta-ra!